What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Yet another video of the 1995 Corolla wagon, and in this one we are replacing the gearbox oil. This is a 5-speed manual and it needs new gear oil because I haven't done it in several years and many tens of thousands of miles. I'll show you how to do it easily because the fill plug is kind of in an awkward spot, and I'll show you what fluid to use and from experience what not to use. So having said that, let's get started. Now, one last thing I want to mention, if you have the automatic transmission, I have a video on how to replace, drain and fill the fluid on my Camry, which unfortunately I no longer have. But anyway, that will apply to this as well. It's going to be very similar, not identical, but very similar, so you can follow that video if you want to. So first things first, let's jack up the car. You can probably do this without jacking up the car, but I think it's going to be a lot easier if we do. Now once the car is jacked up, right underneath you'll see this plug right here. This is the 24mm drain bolt or drain plug, so with a 24mm wrench or socket. Let's go ahead and break this free. Sometimes these can be pretty tight. Case in point, I'm going to take a hammer, you can take a rubber mallet, whatever you have, and just use that, or use a breaker bar. I don't know, whatever you want to do. There we go, that broke free. Have a collection bucket ready because as soon as this comes out and it doesn't have a lot of threads, it's going to start gulping fluid out. I'm keeping pressure on it and I'm going to let go as soon as it's ready. Honestly, this is not too bad. I was actually expecting a lot worse. Let's let this drain and we'll put back the amount of fluid that comes out. It's easy to measure. You don't have to measure how much comes out. You don't have to know in advance. Well, you kind of do because you need to know how much to buy, but I usually just buy 3 quarts and then you basically fill this just like a differential. So as soon as it comes out of the fill plug, you know you're good. But we'll just let this drain, do its thing, and yeah, this is not bad at all. This could have been still used. I thought it was going to be worse. Oh, and if you haven't smelt gear oil before, you'll never forget it again. Just saying. This is down to a drip and that's perfect. I'm gonna just cap it off now. The fluid was not horrible. I'm not looking to flush it or anything. Not that you would really do that with this transmission anyway. Anyway, it's down to a drip. I'm just gonna cap it off now. I can sit here all night and watch it drip because it's gear oil and it's thick and it's never gonna stop dripping. So this is perfect. I'm gonna cap it off and wipe off the mess here, and then we'll go up top and fill it. I inspected my drain plug. Guess I should have mentioned that. You always want to inspect your drain plug and make sure there isn't anything metallic on it. This particular one does not actually have a magnet. I don't know why Toyota didn't put one on it. If you wanted to upgrade to one, I'm sure that you can find one on eBay or Amazon, or just go to the junkyard and take out a differential plug out of any Toyota truck, and you'll have yourself a magnetized drain plug, because they're all the same. So let's snug this up. All right, don't go too crazy tight on it, just snug it. Now let's take it off the jack stands and go up top and fill it up. Now if you look straight down on the driver's side part of the radiator where the fan is, overflow, that's the battery, and you can see the fill plug is right there. If you can break it free with a wrench, go for it, but I like to use a breaker bar. Be careful though, because the positive terminal of the battery is literally right next to the end of your breaker bar. I found out the hard way one time because I didn't pay attention. Don't ask me to tell you details. Anyway, break this free. Once it's broken free, you can take it out by hand. There it is. And now let's make some funnel combinations. You can either use a transfer pump, that would be probably the easiest thing, which is basically like a giant syringe that you fill up with fluid. You can use one of these funnels that swivels like this. Bought this at Walmart for $1. And once you have it down in there, you can either put another one of those funnels into this funnel, or put one of these funnels into that funnel. Basically, you just have to get down to that fill plug somehow. So I have my collection bucket underneath. I'm going to hold the funnels like this and I'm just going to start pouring in fluid. As for what type of fluid, You want to use 75 W90 fluid. I tried 80/90 because it was cheaper and it was the only thing available at the store, and trust me, it does not shift nicely. This bottle of gear oil sat in the sun all day, so actually this helps because it's a lot more fluid now. I have my collection bucket underneath because to know when it's full, well, you just wait for it to start spilling over. So that way I don't make a mess on the floor. Well, that's the end of this one. On to the next one. I'm gonna estimate that it's going to take just about 3 quarts. Okay, I'm on to quart number 3. I'm gonna pay attention to see when it starts spilling over now. Oh, there it is. So it's literally like 2.9 quarts that it wants to take in. So let's remove the funnels. Okay, take this funnel out. Quite a bit more fluid will pour out. Let's cap this off and then clean up the area. Let's give this a quick snug. All right, that's nice and tight. And use some brake parts cleaner, clean off the area. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I know most of these cars are actually automatics, not manuals, but a lot of people still do have the manuals and they enjoy them and they like them and they prefer them, kind of like me. Anyway, keep your manual transmission going. This applies to the C52 or C50 transmissions, but I mean really, if you look at a Toyota transmission and it looks to be similar, it probably applies to it because Toyota. Having said that, parts, tools, and fluids are going to be linked in the description as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you think anybody else should be aware of this video. And I'll see you in the next one.